Whispering plants. Strike it with a dream nail? Sure. I'll do that the next time I find one of those strange little plant things. Oh, here's one right here. Ah, so that's what you do with these things.
Hi guys, welcome back to my video, and today we're going to be doing dumb stuff.
Hey guys, sorry for the delay today. Had a bit of few things to do this morning, but I'm back, and now that I have new movement opportunities, it's time to see what else there is around this place. So I'm gonna save right here, and then I'm gonna take a look, see. That guy jumped up there, but evidently there is nothing up there. And evidently I can't do that thing upwards. So, yeah, whatever. Let's see. That's where I was going. Go down a little bit, go up, go sideways, go anyways right now. Don't see... Well, you know, I see in there a place that I didn't get. So, how do I get in there? Let's get rid of these guys. That is quite a quick way. Oh yeah, this floor. I remember I didn't even break through this floor. I will come back there, though. Want, little bit of soul. I mean, after all, you can't do that downward slash without it. So there we go. Haha, twice. You guys can't get me with that nonsense. Look at that. See that? Genius. First try. Money, money, money! And then this thing, which only gives me a rancid egg, which I don't really use, and I don't see much point to using. I mean, after all, why would I go all the way back up to some guy to bring my shade to me, when I can just go back to where I was and get my shade? I mean, I don't see very many opportunities where that's going to be useful. I go down there and over to the side again. I think that there is just a couple areas over here that I haven't exactly identified. I remember there also being a wall somewhere that looked breakable. I just didn't really... I was a bit too focused to break it. So, let's see, where was that? I just don't remember where that was. I like all these like little crystal particulates that are floating around everywhere here. Alright, so let's see. First, let's go up this way. I don't think I actually went up here. Oh, I didn't go up here. Ah, shopkeeper's key. That looks like that fly thing. I remember him saying something about not having his keys or having lost his key, and he had more stuff, so that's going to open up more, I guess, merchandise in his shop. Wonder what kind of merchandise, but that's something to discover one of these days, at least. Okay, now let's go. See, this is, oh yeah, I can travel across here now. Yahoo! Oh, well, that worked. All right. Let's see. Nothing up there. There's a lot of places to use this, it seems. I need to go back to the sewers and investigate there, but I have a few different areas to look before I go back there. Sewers are very annoying. Huh. Where does this go? Oh, down here to this thing. Okay. I could stop by the shop and give him his key, but I don't know. Oh, and that just goes right back here. Hey, that's pretty cool though. It's a lot faster means of traveling around, at least.
Oh, whoopah.
Yeah, key to your storeroom. There you go. Rare stock.
Patamas, Jill.
Still retain their full mark. Oh, that key. That's the one that it said in the city, like near the city storerooms. I'll have to go there and see exactly what is inside that elegant door. You've learned a nail art? Yeah, learned a couple. Like, I've learned to swing. Oh, hey. You're the one that I saved the other day. You not gonna talk to me at all? I think it's funny how she kind of like whimpers. This thing wasn't open. Oh. Look at that. More health. That's what I always need. Maiden woke in darkness, confused, she reached out, sharp brambles jab. What hope of survival remained? Leapt above the burning waters. Is she talking about me? Looks like it. I mean, after all, she has this like doll in the background. Well, that's kind of cute, I guess. Getting a stalker. I mean, why not? If I go... Where do I want to go? I keep thinking that you can jump on the chain. No, you don't jump on the chain. Just so you know. Alright, I can go over to the city storerooms probably and do what needs to be done there. See what this key goes to, at least. Maybe do something interesting. Who knows? Alright. Trying to remember where I go. I think it was in the area with Conifer. I'm pretty sure. Or at least through the secret passage that was in the area with Conifer. So, well, it's a long ways to go. I should just use my, like, crystal dash thing. That'd be a lot faster. Save here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, of course the elevator's in the way. Why wouldn't it be? Why would it not be in the way? Let me get that over here so that I don't have to be dealing with it every single time. Up here, up, and away. Okay. Is there any way to get up there? Is there anything interesting here? Just this elegant door. Alright. Time to see what there is to see. Oh, frick. This guy again. frick. Oh, what was this? These floating blobs of nothing. And it takes 2 hits to kill them. This isn't boding well for me. No. Come on. Come on. Come on. If I can just... It seems to take 2 hits from the nail or 1, like shriek blast or whatever it's called. Ouch. This isn't good. This is not good. Nope, not good at all. Hey. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Let us see. Let me adjust my charms just a second. Any of these useful at all? Maybe the long nail with Mark of Pride. What the heck? What was that? What was that? Overcharmed? What does that do? Well, that's interesting. Overcharmed, huh? I wonder what that does. Steady body? No. Joni's blessing? What is that? Oh, man, that's a lot of health. I don't know if that's going to be any use to me, though. Maybe these... And it's so hard to decide. Like, I don't have a whole lot of charms, and none of them seem like they would be incredibly useful to me in this particular situation. I mean, that guy attacks pretty fast. Emit a spore cloud that slowly damages enemies. I don't need something that slowly damages enemies. I need something that quickly damages enemies. Grub Song? Gain soul when taking damage. There we go. That can be useful. Gives me more opportunities to cast those spirit things. Dang it. Sometimes it's really difficult to directionalize the attack because I'm using a controller. I am most comfortable with a controller. Keyboard and mouse have never been my strong point. Even when before when they didn't really have as many console games as computer games, which I don't know if that was just my experience, but I just really had a hard time playing with the keyboard and mouse. I remember playing like Descent and Descent 3 and all these other ones, like they just... Okay, so... See, so that is kind of useful. It allows me to... come on. Don't do this, don't do this. Okay. Whew. Come on, come on. Oh! Wow. That seemed a lot easier this time. Anyway, like in Descent, using the ASDW whatever, like, that seemed more difficult than it was worth. Oh, hello. You look like one of those hermit ladies. Okay. And... Ooh. Shade Soul. Same amount of soul with increased power. Well, I wonder how much increased power. That seems kind of useful. Gonna have to try that out. Anything else in here that I may have missed? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, well, Now the question is, where to next? Ah, I see that? I love it. Those seem pretty good. But, I need to get some geo for the, for some more charms and charm notches and all this other stuff. I mean, after all, that's the only way that I'm going to be able to actually equip the charms that I want to equip. Though there is quite a dense payoff. It's like, you really have to want certain charms. I do like how each of them is kind of like, you have the ability to more or less see how it fits and interacts with your playstyle. And then kind of dedicate yourself to those charms. Especially when it comes to like individual bosses and stuff like that. Alright, now where to next? Always the most difficult part of whatever I'm doing is trying to figure out where I want to go next. Now, I want to try and find that broken wall, but I could be convinced to sidetrack just a little bit. I get this guy chasing me. I don't think this is exactly the way that I was expecting. Woo! That is a lot more powerful. Yeah, I don't think that this is the way that I wanted to go. Let me think about where I need to be headed. If I'm right there, and up and over is to the Crystal Peaks, but then again, I may be closer to where I want to go by taking the stag station. Oh, just 2 of those. So each one of these counts as currently 2 sword upgrades. Or no, I only have 1 sword upgrade. So it counts like 1 sword upgrade and okay. So it takes 4 hits normally to defeat them. And then 2 of these shade souls. So yeah, about 2 hits for an upgraded sword, basically. If I go this way, I think that there was an area over here that I also didn't investigate. Like this area that's just like right above here, this bench. Oh, another one of those things? Oh, that takes him down in 1 shot. That's a lot easier. Woo! I like it. Need more soul. Guys, you are my soul farm. Okay, and that just brings me back up here, which is where I was before. But then what's over here? Did I go over here? I don't think I went over here. No, I didn't, because this was the... Oh, jeez. Nope. Whew. Using this soul, this shade soul, kind of knocks me back, too, so I gotta be careful of that. Ooh, okay. I didn't know if I had hit him. Sometimes you wonder, like, exactly where the cutoff is. Ooh, there's something over there. Now, what do we have here? Nice little soul thing that's going to be useful. Oh, another one of those, like, down things. This is definitely... There's something behind there. That looks like a wall. Ooh. Crystallized mound. This is like those earthen mounds or whatnot that I've been getting those shade powers from. It does kind of make me wonder, like, does that, like, darkness inside you, is that why you're kind of, like, immune to whatever this orange stuff is down here? Okay. Ah, dang it. Of course there wouldn't be a floor there. Oh, geez. That jumped a little bit higher than I expected. Okay. Run, run. Whew. No, don't. Ah, dang it. Stop it, you fly. Ah, dang it. Ah, that just went from bad to worse. Now I have to get back there. Okay, let's try this again. Now that I know that there's nothing below me, I almost can reach him. Wonder if I could get my shade to, or my shade soul to... Nope, no, this isn't good. Ah, frick. Not good. Okay, okay. Now that's doable. That is definitely more doable than having it down there on the bottom. I can at least get up here without getting hurt too badly. So go here. Much better. Much easier that way. And then that thing is above me, and it's a little bit easier to deal with. Not by much, but it gives me time. There we go. It gives me time to plan ahead. Now the question is, what is up this way? Ooh. Must be something good over here. Oh, it's a grub buddy. Hi, grub buddy. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but you'll do. Ah, dang it. Tried to pull back. Alright, so do I go up or down? I think down. Whew. That was close. So it just, like, refills my soul. Alright. Now, what is up? Crystals. Lots and lots of crystals. No? Walls don't break away. Oh, hi. Need any help? I can help you out. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, shatter you. Descending dark. While holding down to strike the earth. Spells will deplete soul or replenish soul by striking enemies. Yeah, I already know that. I don't have enough soul to test it out. Oh, man. It looked interesting, at least. Wait, will this thing give me? No. Okay, well, fine. Guess I'll just have to find something. What's down here? That's quite a dive. Okay. Okay, what is... Lots of stuff over here. I find that usually going right is right. So going left should at least bring me to somewhere interesting. Stag Station, looks like. Slot for some kind of pass. I don't have a pass. Where do I buy a pass? Anything? Nothing? No? Just closed door, closed ways? Okay, fine. See if I care. Going back the other way now. That floor looks kind of weird there. Ooh. Uh-oh. Dreamers lay sleeping. Monomon the teacher, fog and mist, Lorien in her spire looking over a city in her den. Huh? Through their sacrifice, Hollowness stands eternal. I thought that it was the Hollow Knight that made Hollowness stand eternal. Plague springs anew. Soul still must be cast away. Our duty holds. Okay, so they're debating whether or not to let me destroy them or whether or not to, I guess, do something. Fade away, little shadow. Is that what I am? Am I a shadow? It seems like it. Like with all that dark stuff inside me. Oh, hello. It's Mothra. Where's Godzilla? Okay, looks like a very linear way to go here. Lead me on, moth fairy thing. Lead me home, moth fairy thing, to a place to get something. I do like the platforming in this game. Very satisfying platforming. Well, I guess I don't have much choice. What is this? There is Dream Nail. Cut through the veil between dreams and waking. Like, does that do any sort of damage? Like, what does that do for me? Hello. To the waking world. Can cut through the veil. Yay. Dulled over time? Doesn't look corporeal at all, so how can it dull? 100 essence. And where do I get essence? Oh, well that's interesting. So I can read Bug's thoughts, evidently. Whispering plants. Strike it with a dream nail? Sure. I'll do that the next time I find one of those strange little plant things. Oh, here's one right here. Ah, so that's what you do with these things. Well, that makes sense. In, I guess, this game sort of way. Interesting. I see places to go and things to do. That all that collecting the essence is just collecting these little orb things. A little lesson in parkour every time, I guess. Okay. Oh, that was weird. What was that? Don't see any of those sparkly things around here anymore. So I'm guessing that means I got it all. What's over here? Oh, hello. Monsieur, was I supposed to come here earlier? Doesn't make much sense. Makes a few dollars, but not much sense. Oh well. I guess that's about as good as I'm gonna get for today. Hi ho, silver! Away!